Hello and welcome to my Silverstone vlog. We're just going to have a bit of a catch up after round 3 of the MotoGP World Championship in Portimao. I'm going to look at the good and the bad, and I tell you what, there's a big gap between them. Right, first up, the good. Fabio Cuatro, how stunning was that, eh? Yet another win for the young French rider. He's still only 21 years old, pretty impressive. So he's leading the championship quite comfortably now, and I've got to say, he looks like a man who's going to win the championship. He's making very few mistakes, looks relaxed and comfortable. He loves that new bike. He says it's more like the 2019 chassis, giving him that feel that he's talked about a lot, and all-important rear grip. That's how he sort of manages to carry all that corner speed. So he's looking good. 10 out of 10 for Fabio. Second in the championships, Pecco Bagnaia. He finished second in the race in Portimao. And do you know what? He looks so strong, really fast, consistent. A lot of pressure on him in that factory team. Being an Italian, they expected a lot from him. But he's performed really well. 2 podiums out of the 3 races. Looking good, so I'm going to score him 9. And I've got to mention the return of the king, Marc Marquez. Well, I've said in the past, Marc Marquez is the best motorcycle racer I've ever seen. He can beat half of these riders with one arm. Well, he did. Can you believe that? He has got one arm at the moment. The right arm is not working properly at all. And he finished 7th in the race, only 13 seconds behind the winner. So it bodes well for the Marc Marquez fans. He's back. Jerez is in 2 weeks' time. He's got a chance to rest the arm. And I think when he comes back at Jerez, he should be on the podium, minimum. He'll be trying to win, of course, but it's going to be entertaining. Right, so that's the good. Now let's have a look at the bad. The bad, I've just got on a piece of paper, Maverick Viñales. Appalling, to be honest. He finished 11th, 23 seconds behind his teammates on the same bike and the same tyres. That's not acceptable in modern day MotoGP. You know how close it is now, so don't know what's going on there. I know he's been to see sports psychologists. I mean, he won the first race of the year in Qatar. His talent you can't question. But if he doesn't get a good start and he gets a bit ruffled up, I don't know, it's like his head goes. So very, very disappointing. Also, Jack Miller, I've got to say he's a good friend, but frustrating start to the season. A pair of 9s at Qatar, which obviously didn't expect that. He thought he was going to, well, he was hoping he was going to win. So he turned up here in Portimao, track that he finished 2nd on last year, and he thought or hoped he would be on the podium, but unfortunately, early on in the race, made a silly mistake, easy to do, I know, and crashed out, so not the start of the season he was hoping for. And last but not least is Valentino Rossi, 19th in the championship. We said, lots of people have said, this could potentially be his last year, and with what I'm seeing so far, it's not happening, and that's why riders retire. Why do riders retire? Why did Max Biaggi retire? Why did Mick Doohan retire? Well, Doohan got injured, but most champions retire because for whatever reason, you're just not as good as you used to be. And unfortunately, like now as a commentator, we're now getting excited going, oh, Rossi was inside the top 10 in that session. It's Valentino Rossi. He's a 9 times world champion. Surely he's not enjoying it. So I think this will be his last season. So, and if it is, it is. I mean, what a career he's had. So, what I do want to mention also, just if you've not been watching the Moto3 races, there's a young Spanish kid called Pedro Costa, 16 years old. This is his first year in Grand Prix racing. He's done 3 races so far. He's won 2 and finished 2nd in the other one. What a talent. I've seen some talented kids in the past, but this kid is off the scale. So Pedro Acosta, remember the name. He's going to be MotoGP World Champion at one time. I'll guarantee you. So get to the bookies now and put a 5 on him. And if he doesn't win, then, well, don't blame me. Anyway, that's it. That's catch up. Hope you're all well, and we'll speak to you after the next race.